Let's start then.
Okay.
Hello everyone, good morning. I am Jigar Jivani on behalf of NDPI NID Ahmedabad. Would like to welcome the speaker, Mr. Sahil Shah, and all the attendees for showing this overwhelming response for this online workshop. So this was the new initiative I tried out rather than doing a session, and it was a online workshop that we tried. And this is the last workshop. It was a series of 3 workshops that we conducted, and it was all conducted by Sahil. So, so today's topic for the online workshop is analytics for beginners, basics of Google, where we are going to learn about Google Analytics and Google Data Studio. So the past 2 sessions of learning were how to make creatives on Canva and other tools, and how to make your free website on Wix and all. And also the second session was about how to make videos for free and what kind of videos are for which platform, where Sahil briefly explained about. And the videos are still on NDPI India's page. If anyone would like to review, they will be still there. I hope the past 4 sessions were really helpful for all the entrepreneurs and startups who attended the workshop. And I'll just briefly introduce Sahil. Many of you might know just him because of NetSavvy's Hungrito and from last 2 of the sessions. And I see lots of familiar name from the last 2 sessions who are still attending, and they were consistent in this workshop. So Sahil is a digital marketing strategist who crafted his way to building Hungrito, a strong community of 120,000 foodies from his final year project. He now successfully runs a digital marketing company named NetSavvy's, creating unforgettable brand experience through various projects being run in different cities. Awarded by Andhra Pradesh EM for excellence in public administration, Sahil is also a TEDx speaker, and anyways we know about a lot about his skills and all. So I guess, Sahil, without wasting time, I would just like to hand on the session to you to take this forward. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Jigar, for such a wonderful opportunity. First of all, from NDVI, and we have so many people today with us. So, guys, I'm starting a poll just to understand which age group and where are you from. So, be part of this poll, and then we will begin soon. Okay. Okay, cool. So last time we had people who were under 15, so that's why we started with the thing where we now have age group of under 15 also. So today also we have 2-3 guys who are under 15, so which is a good thing. Early adopters and people who want to learn at an early age. So that is great. So I think around 80% people have filled the poll. We will just wait for a minute more and 15 seconds more, and then we will close the poll. So if you are online, please fill the poll so that we can move ahead. Okay, we have Tanya from the last session. We have Mr. Shah. I am not able to pronounce his name today also, but he is a 12-year-old guy. Tanya is 13-year-old, and okay. Pikiraj, the sessions are live, and I will end the poll. Just will share the results. So we have people between 16 to 24 age group, which are around 50% people. We have 2 people under 15 today, and rest of them are over 25, which is great. Student in undergraduates are 16% and 34% are postgraduate, which is a very good number. 21% are startup founders, and around 24% people are here to explore. Okay, great. So let us begin, and we will see if we can. Okay, so this is my full screen. It is visible. Is my screen visible, everybody? You can write in the chat box yes if I'm audible and it's visible. Okay, great. Okay, somebody started writing boom. वो थोड़ी देर बाद. So Ansh is there. Great. So guys, today there will be few things which we will be going deep down into. So it is going to be a basic class where we will be talking about how to understand analytics, or how to understand digital marketing analytics, which are there. Mainly people use Google Analytics, and we will be creating few things out there with the help of Data Studio. So if somebody is there who has to report to their managers on daily basis, and somebody has to create reports from Google Analytics, Data Studio is the best way to do that. So somebody who is senior to you or somebody who's a decision maker can see the things from their sense. So there will be two things. These are the kind of dashboards which we will learn how to create. Okay. We won't be able to completely create today one dashboard, but I will show that there are templates through which you can do that. Okay. This is a dashboard that we use for Hungryto. And you can choose device category, you can choose country, you can choose from where they are, what are the things. And then we have different categories. We have goal conversions and everything, organic traffic, where it is coming from, content performance, equation. Okay. So this is a brief small intro about Google Data Studio. Okay. And then we move on to Google Analytics, which is the basic thing that we are going to understand today. We will be understanding what are the nitty-gritties and what are the key things which we have to understand. So again, I am telling you, it is going to be very basic things, but after this session you will understand, okay, bounce rate kya hota hai, what are the number of sessions, how the whole dashboard is there, how can we work around with dashboard and those kind of things. Okay, let me go back to the preview session. Anybody who is having any doubt or such kind of things, you can always hit me up in the Q&A section, and in chat box it will be more of a kind that if you are understanding something or not. Okay. A small intro about me. As already I think Jigar has mentioned, I will just quickly run through. I was part of one of the best organizations in Gujarat in both engineering and masters. In engineering, I was part of DICT. For a masters, I did not do my masters, but I was in IIM Ahmedabad for a brief period of time in CII. It is where we and Jigar also met. And I was part of the incubator for around 6 months and learned a lot of things. After that also, we have done a lot of sessions and workshops there. That is why it has shaped me a lot. Again, I am a tea lover, was part of theater group in my college days, and that has shaped me a lot. And the last part is social media is what is a major thing which interests me. We have developed Hungryto, which is a food discovery platform, which has got more than 45,000 postings with hashtag Hungryto on Instagram, which is one of the most commendable thing I'm proud of. Okay. And other thing, we have more than 120,000 followers across the other platforms. Okay. So basic thing, why do we need to understand about Google Analytics? So Google Analytics is one of the best tools out there to understand how your website is working, or is there a conversion or not. Okay. So when we say about Google Analytics, user count, yeah, how many number of I think Aditya said user count, but it will be there. How many people are coming to your website, what are the people doing on your website, what is the behavior, where are they coming from, what are the things that they are doing on your website. All things are there which you can understand by Google Analytics. So going forward, I will also insist you, this is the basic thing. If you like this topic, go and complete the course of Google Analytics, which is basic one, and then there is an advanced one also from Google. Both of them are free. There is also a thing called Tag Manager if you want to go deep down into it. So what we are going to cover, I am going to cover basics, so you will understand, okay, Google Analytics mein ye cheeze hoti hain. So these are the things, and when you go do a course, then you will understand more about it. Okay. So we will start from basics. So I showed you the analytics which are there. So there is a navigation bar. The top bar is the search bar. Okay. And then on the left hand side, which is called also a navigation bar, we can go in whichever things that we want. So top one will be the home, which you can customize at the end, and then there is customization option. Okay, below that, then there will be a real-time data that how many people are coming on your website on real-time basis. You have a dashboard there. You will be able to see that. Okay. After that, we will get from where the audience is there. Okay. So we will get demographics. We will get the if they are male or female, age group, and those kind of thing. Advanced thing will be there in this of the audience only. Okay. Then comes the equation. So where are the people coming from? Okay, mainly, and how many people came, how many sessions are there, and those kind of things. Behavior is mainly on 2-3 segments. One is from which websites particularly people have landed up to us, or which are the UTM links which people clicked and where they came from. So a lot of times you will see a lot of links which are very long in a mail or something of that sort. Okay. Then people are using Bitlink also for a lot of times. So most of you would have somebody would have received a mail from me where you open that mail and then a Bitlink used to open. So Bitlink used to tell me that these people have opened my mail. So if I had access of Google Analytics of webinar from Zoom, the landing page which was there, I could understand, okay, these guys came from mail, these guys came from these other things, and those kind of things. Okay, those all things we will be covering from behavior. Okay, next thing. So what are the basic things which Google Analytics is used, and how we can get onto it? So there are things that you can do is you can copy the code which is there. You will have a tracking code. You can go to your admin panel, property, tracking info, and tracking code. This is where you will get the information. Okay, let me just go there so that you understand. Okay, so this is the admin panel. Everybody out there, it is going to be a bit boring. Okay, so if you are like the last two sessions that we had a lot of fun in both the sessions because they were more on the side of creative field. So थोड़ा सा ध्यान से देखना कि क्या क्या चीजें हो रही, क्या हो रही, कैसे हो रही, ठीक है? So we have opened the analytics of Hungrito. You can go and search how to create a new analytics page. You will always be able to do. After you get into the page, there is user account management. Okay, you can add users. There is account setting overall. Then there are properties which we can add. So what I will do is I will add a property here and call it testing. Okay, so I will have to first see what I want to measure. Do I want to measure website, or do I want to measure app? Okay, Google gives you both the option to measure website or measure the app. When I click on one, just now I am clicking on website, and then I continue. Okay, so then I will have to name the website. Suppose I do naming of the website like what to watch. Okay, so see guys, for this mainly you will need to have a website. Okay, Google Analytics is for people who have a website and who want to track the landing pages and how people are coming on board. Okay, so this is the website which I have. Okay, I will paste it here, and then I will say testing for what to watch. Okay, industry I will select, I will say entertainment. Okay, time zone is India. If we have, okay, India time zone is there. So now the property has been created. It will give me an option of tracking code. Okay, what there are different ways of doing it. How many of guys you have used WordPress? Has anybody used WordPress, or has been involved in website which has WordPress at the backend? Okay, I see a lot of no. Some of them are yes. Okay, so guys who are saying yes, understand that WordPress makes it very easy. You have to just copy paste this code. You have to download a plugin in WordPress which says Google Analytics plugin, and then you download it, and then you just paste this tracking code. The major important thing is the tracking code, and the people who are not using WordPress, who have their own website, yeah, Monster plugin is there, G Suite works, and those kind of things. Plugins are there in WordPress. You can just go search how to embed Google Analytics tracking ID into WordPress. You will get a lot of links and a lot of ways to do that. Other thing will be, if you are doing your own website, you will have, and if you are hosting it on other platform, they will give you an option. So if you are hosting it on Wix, which we understood earlier, they also give you option of Google Analytics putting your tracking code there. Okay, so those kind of options in any of the CMS which you are working. CMS is content management systems like Joomla, WordPress, Drupal, or Wix, or any other platforms. They give you that option. Okay, so if you are using Medium also for your blog, you will get an option there, and this is the major tracking code that you will have to add there. Other thing will be there if you are working on a website which is HTML, CSS based, or yeah, Angular or JavaScript, or anything that you are using on a front end. Okay, so what you can do is you can paste this code, this script which is there, or this code which is there. Okay, above the body tag in the head. Okay, if you do not understand this, do PM me. Okay, ping me, and then I will make you understand how to put it in the website. Okay, so I think it will become very technical for people who do not want. So this is just the way you can get started with the analytics. Okay, so once the tracking code is there, your website will start pushing data to Google Analytics. Okay, whenever somebody comes to your website, it will show up here. Okay, just now it is showing currently 0 active users. Okay, we came into the testing one. Let me go into Hungrito. Okay, Okay. So the people who are going to work on the coding part, you need to put that in the header file so that you need not put it in every page. Okay, understand that part also. Okay, Ajay is saying a little slow. Everybody, whenever you do a reply, do you have an option of replying to all attendees and panelists? So if you do that, that will be great whenever you reply. Okay. So let us begin. So see, currently you are seeing there are 0 active users. Okay. So when I will open hungryto.com, okay. Once I open it here, then I will open it here also. Okay. There are 2 instances which I have started from the same IP. And then suddenly you will see there is one guy who is there. Active user is there. So it is so active in that way. If I move on to another page, okay, then suddenly within some time it will show that yeah, people are active on other page also. Understand that part. Okay, so South Indian meals, you see. So it is very accurate, very active. Okay, so there are people. Aditya has asked the question. Yes, Aditya. Okay, for somebody who asked Google Analytics course, let me just show you that also, so that Google Analytics course. Okay, it is very simple. You have to just do a search. Analytics.google. There is Academy. You can go. I am sharing that link in the chat box for people who are interested in that. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I just replied to Jigar. Okay. So somebody is asking, can you conduct a session on WordPress? With it, there will be a lot of things that we can do. Okay. Uh, but let us see if we can do that. Okay. So you will get, this is the beginners course that you can do. There is advanced one. Then there is for power users and other courses are there. Introduction to Data Studio. So for me, somebody like me, I have done around one, beginners done, analytics done, data studio is done, tag manager is done. I haven't done it for power users yet. And getting started with Google Analytics 360, I haven't done that. So I will soon maybe finish these two also, so that I can know more about it. But every now and then they do few updates here and there, and you will have to update few things. Okay. So these are the basic things. I think somebody has started opening Hungryto on their phones or something. That is why we are seeing so many users, because we in the lockdown we have stopped uploading anything for the website. Okay. So let me go into tracking code. So tracking code part is clear. If that is clear, everybody write in the comments clear, so that I know that first part is clear. How to upload the tracking code, or at least you all know from where you will find the tracking code. Okay. So that is the basic thing. Getting the tracking code is the basic thing. If tracking code is not installed properly, you won't get any of the analytics. Understand that. So अगर ट्रैकिंग कोड ढंग से लगा हुआ है तो ही एनालिटिक्स में आपको दिखेगा कि क्या हो रहा है क्या नहीं, वरना एनालिटिक्स में कुछ भी नहीं दिखेगा. ओके, मूविंग ऑन टू नेक्स्ट पार्ट. So there are reports, which I said on the left hand side. You saw there is real time, there is audience, there is equation. Okay, then there is behavior, and then there is conversions. Okay, today I think we will be more involved in the uh, three things which are there: audience, equation, and behavior. Conversions we will try to cover, and real time is very basic, that we will cover in a very speedy way. Okay, so real time has majorly these all things which are mentioned around. So one is overview, other is location, then comes traffic sources, then is content, events, and conversions. We will see it here. Okay, so okay, so this is how the whole real time overview looks like. Okay, so real time, just now there are 8 people on Hungryto website. Okay, 50% of them are from desktop, 50% of them are from mobile. So 2 of the instances are mine. Okay, if you see, you will get minute by minute thing as you want to see. Okay, per second also the thing is there, how many people are there per second. Okay, then you will see active pages which are there, top referrals. Just now currently there aren't any referrals. Top social traffic, there isn't any thing which is providing social traffic. So if you go to a page which is very heavy in a way or getting a lot of users, you will be able to see that. Okay, so top keywords, we haven't provided any keywords through which people are searching. Okay, so suppose I say top places for candle lighting. Okay, So if I search this in Ahmedabad, somewhere we used to come. Okay, see, this is the place. So if I click on this, then maybe after some time it will reflect the top keywords which through which people came were this one. Okay, so you will get to understand those parts also. So this is basic about analytics, real time thing. Okay, when you go into locations, real time, you will just see about the locations, that which country they are from. It will be just a real time how many people are there from which location. रियल टाइम का मतलब यानी बेसिक थिंग इज द थिंग रिटन रियल टाइम, इट विल गिव ओनली इंफॉर्मेशन अबाउट व्हाट इज हैपनिंग राइट नाउ. Okay, then if you say traffic sources, it will in detail tell you about traffic sources. Organic Google search, okay, 6 people came from Google search, and directly like writing hungrito.com, 4 people came through that. Okay, so most of you 6 people searched Hungrito on the website and then got on the thing. Okay, I think a lot of people are now searching. That is why we are seeing the increase in number, which is good. So you all will get a lot of help in this if you do that. Okay, after that comes real-time content on which pages people are currently. There are 11 users just now. Okay, we will again get a bifurcation. 55% are on mobile and 45% are on desktop. Okay, then we will see which are the pages that people have opened. Okay, so suppose somebody has opened review, somebody has opened Hungrito Food Fest 3.0. Okay, about that. Somebody, I opened South Indian Meals, which is there. Candlelit Dinner is the one I have opened. Okay, those kind of things. Then if we see events, if we have mentioned any, that will be there. If we have some events which we are tracking, then it will be there. And then there will conversion. Conversions will be mainly goal setting, which are there. So no active users are converted in any goals just now. So we have few goals which we have set, and then we will be discussing those things in future. Okay. So these are the basic things which you can see in the real time thing. Real time means overview is there, which you will get. Okay. So overview has all the things. So locations come here. Okay, then traffic sources come here. Major thing, both the things are here. Okay, when you see content, content is here. Okay, and events, if you mention, then they will come, or else here events won't come. Then you will have to go inside it. Okay, and if you go deep down into, if you want to go deep down into real time things, then you can go in each of the things and you can understand. So if somebody is seeing this content from USA, then it will come USA, or if somebody is seeing content from other countries, it will come here. Okay, all the things which we are currently seeing is real time. Okay, currently there are 10 users on the website, and what they are doing we can see here. Okay, I think everybody is clear with the real time thing. If you're clear, please comment clear, then we can move on to next section, which are more interesting. Okay, if few people are clear. Okay, Naman, can you ask your question in the Q&A segment? That will be better. Okay, we will take that question also. Okay, everybody is clear. Great. So let us move on to the other segment, which is audience. Okay, let me go into preview. Okay, so this is going to be a bit heavy. Okay, and you will see the lot of things are jumbled around. So आप लोग कहोगे कि ये चीज तो ऑडियंस में भी आती है, ये चीज तो फिर बिहेवियर में भी आ रही है, बिहेवियर में भी बिहेवियर है, ऑडियंस में भी बिहेवियर है, उसका क्या मतलब है? If you take some time after the session, go play around with analytics, you will understand a lot. And should we keep a cutoff time for learning and then Q&A? Do you all feel that? If you all feel that, type yes. So maybe in the I will finish off a lot of things in a hurry and then take your questions, so that most of the times we are not able to do Q&A. Okay, so what we will keep as a timer is, in next 32 minutes I will around till 11 o'clock I will show you the whole Google Analytics part, basic how to do, what to do, and how we can track. And then we will take Q&A. After Q&A I will show how you can create dashboards using Google Data Studio. Is it okay? If it's okay, write cool so that I understand. Okay, great. If somebody feels the speed is very fast, very slow, do write it in the chat box, I will understand. Okay, audience insights. Okay, so number one, speed is first thing. Every of the all the things that we are seeing, so be it real time, be it analytic, be it audience, be it acquisition, be it behavior, be it conversion, everybody will have a overview. Okay, so वैसा होता है हर एक के लिए, they have their own dashboards which they have created, so that you don't have to deep down into anything. Okay, if you want to, then there are specific things which you will see. So number one thing is overview will be there. Then will be number of active users which are there. Currently, how many users are active? Okay. On the given period of time. Then you will see audience insights. Then you will see demographics. You will see which are the interests that they are from. You will see the geo background. You will see behavior. You will see technology. You will see mobile. Which mobile phone they are using. And then there are custom things, benchmarking and user flow. Okay. So मैं ऐसे ऊपर से लेकर जा रहा हूँ. लेकिन these are the things that we will see, and let us go inside it. Okay. So this is the audience. So there are a lot of different things and lot of things which are very deep. I won't be covering them, but this is the normal behavior flow, user flow which is there. So what I am seeing currently is every day how many sessions are there. Are you able to see that, everybody? Okay. So this is the dashboard of audience overview. Okay. Here you can select from which date or time you want to see. So suppose I want to see from 1st March till today morning. Okay. I can see the whole month. In the whole month, how many sessions have been there, how many users have come, what is the average duration of the session, what is the bounce rate, pages per session that people are seeing, how many new sessions are there. Everything will be there in the front. Okay. So if you have any doubt with anything, do comment in the chat of a few, if you don't know what is number of sessions and those kind of things. Okay. Yeah. Trish asked what is number of sessions. Okay. Session is a duration. How many so suppose I am there on the website just now. Okay, so this is one session which is there currently happening. In this session I can go to multiple pages. Okay, so like we understand reach and impressions. Okay, so in the same ways kind of understand these are the number of sessions which are happening. Okay, so I'm going around on different pages, which visiting a lot of other pages which are there in the website, but then the session will be counted as one only. Okay, so session will be one, but then the number of page views will be very high. Understand that? Okay, that is what is happening in the current thing. So number of session will be one user comes on a platform on the website, it is one session, but if he can visit multiple pages. Okay, understood? And then one user can come multiple times, then the session will be multiple in that way. So if I open it today and then I open it tomorrow, then user will be one only, but then the session will increase. Okay, that is why if you see number of users are 960, sessions are 1116. So per user, how many new sessions are there? 84% are new sessions in that way. Okay, so there will be a lot of games of numbers and those things. So bear with me. If you don't understand something, don't worry. You will get whenever you start using. Okay, and then number of sessions are this, and then you see these many sessions were there and page views were 3108. So that means on an average in each session, whenever somebody came, he visited 2.78 pages. Okay. And then are users incremented with different IP addresses? Yes. So every IP address has a unique user which is there. Okay. And on an average in one session, people remained on that website for around 36 seconds. Okay. Understood? So other thing which is there, which is called bounce rate. So bounce rate means how many people came to your website and left the website without interacting anything with any of the thing. Okay. And there was another question that in the initial, I think somebody had asked about, yeah, Naman had asked. So why do we see a lot of difference between the data which is there shown in Google Analytics Data Studio as compared to SEMrush Href report? Okay, that is because nobody has access to the live thing. Okay, so suppose what are you seeing currently? It is 1st May to 31st May. The May data. I will show you the April data also once. Let us compare to the last month. Then we will get the April data. Okay. So April it was number of sessions were 1000, page views were 2700. Okay. So and I go to Ubersuggest, which is one of the good tools to like SEMrush or any other tools. Okay. And I write Hungrito. Am I able to get Hungrito.com? Yeah, I am. Okay. And I do it for India. And when I search, it will take few moments till the time I think we can come back here in some time. Okay, so you will understand. You can do comparison also month wise month. You can do comparison to custom comparison can be also there. Okay, when I see compare, I can do it custom compare whichever month I want to do, or to the previous year. Okay, so previous year May, how was the trend? So if you see previous year May, we had a lot more visitors than this. Okay, currently we are not so active, we don't have a lot of traffic which is coming from search. You can see how many new visitors are there, how many old visitors are there. Old visitors means people who have already come to the website and are coming here again. Okay, and new visitors are, you understand, people who are new to the website. So if, okay, so you see monthly traffic, the trend which is showing. Okay, so the monthly trend according to them is in April we got around 5,800 page visits. Okay, but if you see into analytics in the last April, let us compare it to the April previous period. Okay, so the page views were 2,746 only. Okay, so the data which is coming here won't always be correct. It will show you trends. Okay, understand that part. These all don't have access to a Google Analytics in any way. Okay, yeah, Naman, difficult. It makes it very difficult for if you show different reports. But if you are showing reports for other websites which are there, so suppose I want to show it for my other competitors, then I can always show that in that way, because then the comparison will be same. Because if you are doing it analytics from SEMrush, then you will be doing analytics from SEMrush for all the websites. So then it will be averaged out. Understand that? Okay, so that will be there. Everybody, are you clear with this thing? Go and use Uber Suggest also for their competitors. You will know what are they doing and how they are doing. We can have a separate session for that also. It will be part of SEO. Okay, so these are the basic things which you will get in the overview of these sessions. Okay, you will see how many people are there, from which language are they using or coming on the website, which countries, which cities, which browsers and system, that which we will deep down into this thing. Okay, when it comes to active users. Okay, so how many people are active on the website on daily basis, that will be there. So you will get 1 day active users, you will get 7 day active users, you will get a monthly active users, and those kind of things. Okay, these are 14 day active users, these are 28 days active users. What have anybody who knows what is active users? If you can hit yes, that will be great. Anybody knows about what is active users? Okay, few of you know. Okay, great. So if you for people who don't know, active users are the people who are so what does 1 day active users means? So on an average, how many people are turning up on your website on a daily basis? Okay, what does 7 day active users mean? On an average, in a 7 day period, how many people are turning up on your website? 1 month active users, in the same way, how many people are monthly active users, in that way. So if you say for Facebook, okay, monthly active users just hit around 2 billion and the total users hit 3 billion, in that way. Okay, so every month 2 billion people come to Facebook every month. Maybe somebody is coming on this month and somebody is coming on the next month, that is okay, but every month some of them 2 million people are coming to that website. Okay, that it is not visitors, it is users, in that way people call it user. Okay, so on any given day I can know my daily active users on Friday 29th May were 42. My 7 day active users is, it means it will take average of 7 days how many people visited on the website and then compare it with other 7 days. So on an average in 7 days I get 219 visitors users which come. On a 14 day period I get 417. On a 28 day period I get 879 users. Okay, so if I compare it with the last I think if we compare it with December, okay, so you will see a lot of difference. I think in November is the month that you should see. Okay, these are the numbers for November. So daily active users in November were 1000. Okay, okay, so then 7 day active were around 3500, 14 day active were around 6400, and on a 28 day period we used to get around 10,000 visitors on the website. So these are the number of users which are coming. Maybe they would have seen multiple pages. Okay, in that way. So is active users part clear with everybody? Right? Yes. if it's clear. Okay, great. If anybody is having any doubt, they can always hit me up with on maybe LinkedIn, or I am there on Instagram also. You can always ping. If you are having more doubts, we can get on a Zoom call, and then I can make you understand those things, because these are some of the basic things which you can do. If you do the course which was recommended by me, the of Google Analytics, you will understand these all things in a much deeper way. Okay. My username is Sahil Shah 0801 everywhere. Wherever you go, it's Sahil Shah 0801. You can type this anywhere and you will find me. Okay. So on mostly all the platforms, टिकटॉक पे शायद नहीं हूँ साहिल शाह 0801 से, रिसर्च के लिए हूँ इसलिए नहीं, बाकी सब प्लेटफॉर्म पे तो साहिल शाह 0801 ही, ठीक है. So these are the active users, and then you can see comparison on the bottom. So what was the increase and how much increase and everything is there. You can compare it with previous period. Okay, if you see comparison, there will be increase because at that time we were very active. Okay, daily active users decreased, but then 7-day, 14-day, and those kind of users increased. Okay, so this is one. This is lifetime value of a user is for people, you will understand, who are into sales. So somebody who is doing a e-commerce website and those kind of things, they can understand lifetime value of users. So there is a user acquisition cost. Okay, so I'm typing it here. User acquisition. I am very bad with name, so acquisition के बदले equation हो जाएगा, ठीक है. Acquisition cost. Okay. It is equation. I think Google corrected this equation, but user acquisition cost is there. So that is the cost, that how much money are you spending to get one user on your website or to do one sale. Okay, and then they compare it how many times people are buying from that website. So suppose for Amazon, average user acquisition cost would be around, yeah, acquisition, that is a spelling. So acquisition cost would have been around 250 rupees or 300 rupees for per one person to buy a product from them. Okay. Sometimes for Flipkart, it was around 1500 also. But at the end of the day, if they are buying continuously from that website, it is good for them. Okay. So that is okay. So that is what it happens. So what is the lifetime value of that user when it comes to your website? Okay. So then there is cohort analysis, which is again a deep down thing. I think not required for you all currently. You all can start with basic things. Okay. This is a users. This is a comparison. Okay. We won't be seeing. I think there is some issue. Okay. I don't know why, but I'm not able to see any of the results here. Okay. There are some issues. Okay. I'll just check that and get back. Okay, these are the number of client IDs by sessions. You can see which are the IP addresses or which are the people who are coming and having a lot of visits. Okay, you will see the average session of per users, and then those kind of things. You can deep down into it. There can be 50, there can be 100, there can be 200. So total there are 10,000 users of the data that we are seeing, and then you can always see so which person has the highest average session duration and those kind of things. Okay, so I think these of the IDs would be some of the office people who are using the these IDs, or somebody who is very active. Okay, then we can deep down into demographics. Okay, demographics also has an overview section. So when there are total sessions and which age group are coming on, female and male. Okay, then we can go deep down into the same thing. Okay, so this is how the comparison is on each day. How many sessions are there with the age group of 25 to 34? We mainly target that audience for Hungryto. And then how many people are there from 18 to 24? You will see that. Okay. And then comes which are the sessions and how many sessions are there. They are doing it. Do you guys want me to go deep down into the things which are there on the sessions and those kind of things? Okay, some people are saying so no, some people are saying yes. Okay, let me just take you. Okay, most of people are saying yes. Great. So I think I will explain you this. See, the basic thing is we get age. People who asked where do we get age, Google and Facebook knows all the things about you. Understand that. So if some user is using a Facebook, if your Facebook is open, Google will know which age group you are in. You have your Google account logged in. So most of the people who are using Android phones have their age there in the phone. Okay. So when you use a Google account, you have to log in through that. So if you're using Android, Google knows everything. You search a lot of things, and through which Google understands which age group you belong to. Okay. Then there are birthdays which are synced in most of the things. You get the age. So age, getting age is very easy. Same for the gender, you get that. So these are the basic things which Google and Facebook both of them have. Okay. Then there are different ways in which you can understand which are the things which are there. So these are the number of sessions. How many sessions are there? So percentage of new sessions are there. Then new users. So in this specific age group, how many new users did I acquire in the given time? So the given time was 1st November to 30th November. Okay. In this, how many new users did I get? So who visited my site for the first time? Okay. Then what was the bounce rate? If you see, the bounce rate for people from 40 to 45, 45 to 54 is very high. And for people who are under 24, bounce rate is low. Okay. So that is one thing. On an average, it is 22.6% in that way. Okay. Then comes pages per session. How many people are spending how much time, or how many pages are they visiting? Okay. So I think people have started fighting in the chat. Please don't do that. It is okay. There are basic things which people want to understand. Let us go. थोड़ा भीड़ है तो भीड़ के साथ जाना पड़ता है, ठीक है. So then there are average pages which each person has visited. So if you say for people who are from 25 to 34, they have visited 6.5%, 6.5 pages on an average. Each person has visited that. Okay, in the given time duration that was there. Or 18 to 24, 5.88. 35 to it again comes down. If you say 65 plus people who came, they visited a lot number of more pages in that way. Okay, but the number of users are very less. Average session duration is, once they come to our website, which is hungrytour.com, how much time on an average people are spending on the website. Okay, so suppose it can be 5 seconds, it can be 100 seconds. So if it is 100 seconds, it will come 1 minute and 40 seconds. Okay, so on an average people are spending 72 seconds on the website, which is average. So some people would have spent around 100 minutes on the website also, and then some people would have spent around 4 seconds. So then this is the average of those things age wise. Okay, in the same way, there is goal which we have set. If somebody is going from one page to another, we have set it as one goal, conversion, and that is the whole thing. So 51% people used to get converted on an average. So somebody is coming on one page, around 50% of people used to go to another page also. Okay, so that is there. We do not have a goal conversion for money. That is so that is why you won't see. And social connect, how many people are there from socials in that way. So these are the basics of those things, and most of the things that you will see, you will get these all things: conversion, acquisition, and those kind of things. Okay. So for gender also, you will get male, female. How many females are there? How many males are there? Females have more sessions, but there are less female who come to our website. But when they come, they have more sessions in that way. That is the whole analytics that you can see. So what should be a target of as Hungrytour, the company that we own, that our target should be, we should target more female audience, because they are going to spend more time on the website. Okay. So average time, 1 minute 18 seconds are spent on a website by a female. Okay. And when it comes to male, they spend around 1 minute and 4 seconds. When it comes to number of pages, female visit a lot of one page more than the male, which is very good in terms of numbers. So if you say one page, it is five, it is 20% increase. So 20% is a very good number to see. Okay. So you will have to be good with numbers in that way. Understand that part. Okay. So let's go forward. So this is for demographics. Then we will see interest. Let me just close demographics. We'll go to interest. I will just go into overviews of now, or else we won't be able to finish things. Okay. So around 4% audience, which is there, I will say paid sessions. Okay. It will come the same data. 4% audience is the audience which loves food, dining, cooking. There are 3%, 3.8 shoppers and this kind of thing. You will get this information. Okay. 8% who love entertainment and art and those kind of things, movies and other things. Okay. So these are the total things which are there. Okay. Mr. S.K. Gupta, please don't try to sell things. Okay. And this is not a good habit. We are not banning people in the chat, but that does not mean you start promoting yourself. Okay. Yeah, Chetan. How is this determined? Chetan, again, behavior. Google understands your behavior better than anybody else. Okay. So it all comes from behavior. So if you want to understand anything, Google knows a lot about you than your mom or your girlfriend in that way, or your boyfriend. So they all know about these all things in the way. So if you do Facebook ads also, you can target people from maybe their gender, maybe their age group, or city, pin code wise, and other things. On the top of that, it can also target you on base if you are in a long term relationship, or if you are in a long distance relationship, if you have recently got broken up, or those kind of things. Those targeting is also there. So all types of targeting are there and they track everything. So that is why there is a lot of issues of privacy, because they know each and everything about you, what you want to do and how you want to do. Okay. So these are interests. So you can understand which kind of audience is there, what are the audience interest things which are interesting for you, or which kind of audience are there in your website which is visiting. Okay. Then comes to geo. Geo in mainly two things. One will be location. So where people are coming, language, sorry, another will be location. English, English. Most of the people who come to our website are English speaking people. Okay. So I think DD would be Dutch or something. So you can do that. If you are operating a website which is in multi languages, you can do those things. Okay. Then comes location. You can sort them location wise. Okay. Most of the time we have visitors from India, but then we have visitors from United States also. So if you click on India, you will get drop down in that. So how many people are coming from Gujarat? Because most of the people, our audience is in Ahmedabad. So then they come from Gujarat, Maharashtra, Delhi, and those kind of things. So if you want to do city wise is also available. Okay, Ahmedabad is the highest. Second comes Mumbai. You will get all those things. Remember, guys, go play with this after this session, or else you won't remember anything. Google Analytics is all about playing with numbers and loving numbers. Okay. So if you don't go and play with these all things, you won't get anything. Okay. Then comes behavior. It is what is not set. I did not get not set. Okay. I think in location there will be a not set thing. Okay. They have not given their location to any of the devices or anything. So sometimes what happens is when you open a new website, they will ask this website is asking for your location. How many people have how many times has this happened with people? If it has happened, write me yes or something. Okay. So if you open a website, you will they will ask for your location. Okay. Few people have faced that thing. So yeah, that happens. So that is where you say that okay, you allow that website to get your location or not. If you don't do that, then it will come in not set. Okay. Most of the times Google does that thing for yourself. Google says that if that is website is good enough, then they will give their location to that website. That is the way. Then comes to behavior. I will be skimming through a lot of things now because we are quite late. We are deep down into a lot of things. There's a new visitor and returning visitor. You will get to understand those. Then comes technology. It comes to browsers and other things, and network also, which network they are using and which browser they are using. So most of the people who come to our website use Android WebView. Okay, then there is Safari, then there is Chrome, then there is again Safari, which comes, that is Safari is in-app. So a lot of people use come to our website from what you call Instagram. So then they open it in the app only. So there, those are the things in app. Facebook also gives an in-app option to open the things in their app. Okay. And then there will be a screen network. So Vodafone, Reliance, and those kind of things. So you will get all the information, all the things. Understand this part. So if U Telecom is used or Bharti Airtel is used or anything, okay. So should we type Google Analytics in Google, right? Yeah, yeah. You can type Google Analytics in Google and you will get all the information. Okay. For the mobile also, you will get devices. There will be overview of which kind of devices are there and what are the things. Okay. So how many people are using it from mobile? How many people are using it from desktop? How many people are using it from tablet? We will get that information. Okay. Other thing will which come is which are the kind of devices that people are using. Okay. So iPhone users are the highest. Then comes Xiaomi. Okay. Redmi 5 Pro. Then comes OnePlus 6. Then comes iPhone 7. Uh, OnePlus 7, OnePlus 60. People who have not set their devices. Okay. Yamin is saying how much Google knows about us. I'm government. Google and Facebook knows everything about us. And so is the case with Amazon. Amazon knows much more about us than Google and Facebook in that way, because Amazon knows our behavior, what we search and what we do. Understand that part. Okay. Cross device, I don't see any thing. There are custom things that you can define. You can search about it and then go. Benchmarking is nothing different. There is basic things you can go and explore. Okay, how many people are coming from socials, direct, organic, and those kind of things. Okay. uh, so that we will be deep downing it into further things. These are the user flows. Okay. So after somebody comes, where are they going? Okay, so one user comes to our website from India, what they do. When they come from USA, what they do. Canada, what they do. Australia, and those other things. So we can do it city wise also. If you want to do, I think city wise is also there, so that can be there. So this is a proper visualization of what your crowd is there and how they want to visualize the things. From Ahmedabad, they come to the home page and then they go to this other pages. Okay, understand that. Let's go to the equation part now. Okay, so I will be now skimming through a lot of things. So these are the audience. We understood audience. Then comes your equation. Equation is very simple. It is overview, all the traffic, Google Ads, Search Console, social, and campaigns. Okay. Uh, 4-5 things are only there in equation, but it is very interesting. Okay. So this is a user equation flow. Okay. So what we are seeing is around 11,000 sessions which we had in November were from socials. Okay. So somebody came from socials. And if we see the current, I think compared to, let me compare it to the period which is custom and compare it to last June. Let us do compare it to last June. Okay. So if you see, when we compare that to last June, okay. So around 51% of the audience was from organic search. Okay. This is what you can compare. Just a second. I will have to mute you. Okay, guys, I'm back. Sorry, had a call, could not miss. So this is one thing. So when you see in November, we had a lot of traffic which was coming from social. Around 62% of our overall traffic was coming from social. And in the month of June last year, we had around 50% traffic which was coming from social. Okay. So if you compare it to this time also, when we see the comparison thing, okay, and we go to the April month, you will also see same kind of behavior because we have stopped posting it on socials anywhere. You see, around 75% traffic is coming from social because organic, because we are not posting. So this is what information you get from where people are coming and what they are doing. So this is the overall equation. Okay. So is everybody clear with the overall thing, what equation means? So where are people coming from? People might be coming from social, people might be coming directly, people might be coming from organic search, people might be coming from referrals. Okay, these are the 4-5 things which Google has defined. We will go deep down into it and then know where they are coming from. Okay, so if you go to all traffics and go to channels, okay, you will understand it in deep. Okay, from social, I will just stop the compare part so that we all don't get confused. Okay. Okay. So these are the channels. If I click on social, then I will know more about it. Okay. How many people came from Instagram? How many people came from the socials which were not set? How many people came from Facebook? How many people came from Instagram stories specifically? From Pinterest, from Quora. If I go deep down into Instagram, I will know more about it. Okay. So what are the major things? Let us go back. I think. Okay. Facebook, Instagram, everything is there. So for your thing, you will be able to understand. Okay, if I want to remain source, if I can do that, that will be great. Okay, not set. You will be able to see WhatsApp is the source of social, which is not set. You will find the source, how many people are coming from which website and what are the basic things. Okay, these are the things we will get from source. And if you see source plus medium, we'll see Instagram referral, Instagram, Facebook referral, Instagram referral, Pinterest referral. These are the referrals which are coming in. So somebody who has sent the link in the chat box or those kind of things will fall under referral. If somebody is coming directly from the website or swipe up, it will come in social. Okay, get that part clear. These are tree maps and other things. I think we don't have time to go deep down into those things. If you are running Google Ads, you will have all the data here. Okay. Same ways for all the campaigns and everything data. We do not run Google Ads, so we won't be having anything here. Search console is one of the best things which you all can see. You can all can research about it. So which are the websites which are getting the best things? Which are the major landing pages which are there? These are the major landing pages which are getting visits. You can search about it. We can move on with that. Okay, because these tools are not that much useful. Again, this is the social value which is there. So if we are getting a user in the way, how much value is that user contributing? In the same way, we are doing it with the conversion and the money if we do that, but we are not doing that much deep analytics. So that is why we are not getting into this. Okay, you can read about it in the first place and see, these are basic things. We are not running any campaign, so we don't have any data of the campaigns also in that way. But then you will see these are the unique dining and pages where you will see the data. Okay, then paid keywords will be coming. We are not doing anything, so the data won't show. Organic keywords you will see. Okay, you'll see a lot of data. When Hungrito is there, people type Hungrito, we are there. Not provided, let us go. If we are able to deep down, nothing, no information is there. Okay, so it will be like this. Everybody clear with equation has just these all things. So major thing is all traffic is something that you all will be interested in the initial days, and overview will be very important. How many people are coming from which thing? If you are clear, write clear, so then I can move on to the next thing. I will take few of the questions. Where can we find free course Google Analytics courses? Okay, Pranav, Google Analytics course I already answered. Is Hungrito built on WordPress? Yes, Hungrito is built on WordPress. Can FB and social media data be linked with GA? Pranav is asking. Yes, Pranav, we already saw how they are showing. Naman's question was answered. We want to learn first. I understand. Okay, understand first. Okay, I think guys, questions are. Jyoti Prakash is asking, if they are on the same page reading a thing and not taking any action, how can we measure bounce rate? So if they are reading, Jyoti Prakash, it is not counted as bounce. Okay, so because they are spending time on that page, so they are not. It is not a bounce. Bounce is somewhere that people come to a website and don't stay on there, and in a 1 second or less than a second they just move out. If they are staying in that way, that is not called bounce. Okay, so bounce rate, the definition is very gray. Everybody uses different definitions. Okay, how to add backlinks? Do you use ClickBank or something? No, we do not use that. Okay, how Uber suggest gets data of any website? It's a tool. It does tracking, and through that they get it. Okay, while scrolling through websites without clicking anywhere or considering interaction, will it be shown in analytics? Yes, if you are on the website, it will show in analytics. Can I track my Google AdSense campaigns with Google Analytics? Yes, we just saw that there are options to connect your Google Analytics campaign here. Arushi, you can do that. Okay. Please guide about campaigns and funnels. We will do that further. Okay. From age 30 to 50, which platform to prefer for ads, Instagram or Facebook? Facebook will be right, Pranav. Okay. Is WordPress safe enough to relative to coding for website? WordPress is very good and very safe. Fortune 500 companies are using it, so I think there is no issues. Guys, I have completed all the questions, so I think we will. I did that because at 12 o'clock we had to take questions, so I took the questions and now I will go into behavior. Okay, so let us go into the preview and see what are the things we have in behavior. So behavior also a small section, but I think it is very important. So we get overview, we get behavior flow, we get site content, we get site speed, we get site search, we get events, we get publishers, we get experiments. So let us deep down into behavior. For behavior, I will show you NetSave's website because we did some good experiments there when we were doing NetSave's marketing e-summit. Okay, so you will get a little bit more data in the behavior section there. Okay, so let us go into behavior. Let us go into overview. Okay, so this is the behavior overview of the website when it was, I think it is from 1st November 2019 to 30th November 2019. Let us go into the current thing, which is April. I think we can start with 20th April to 19th of May, which is the period in which we did a lot of things. So we had 10,000 visits during this time. So if you see, most of the people came. I think we will have to change the date once because somebody wrote clear just now. I think you're a bit late in writing clear. Okay, see. So this is the whole behavioral flow. So we got a lot of visitors because we were trying to get registrations, and then you will see how many people are landing on which website. So pages wise, you can see marketing e-summit people came, then people came on this, people came on career pages, people came on NetSaves marketing summit, and these kind of pages. Okay, then page title, if you see, these are the page title which people came on. Okay, search terms, I think they won't be showing it here. Okay, then it comes to behavioral flow. Let Tanya, we will be just moving on to data studio. This is the last part that we are doing. So this is the behavioral flow of landing page. People came to marketing e-summit, they remained there, and then they dropped off. Okay, so around 71 people dropped off after this. So they did not go to any other page because the page was enough for them to get all the information. If I will show you the page, you will understand. Okay, then comes to site content. Here is something which is interesting. Okay, behavior is very easy, okay, to track things. So how many people came, page views, unique page visits, and those kind of things, I think all of you know. But there is one thing which we do is we track how many people came on each page from which source. Okay, so if you see marketing e-summit, direct or none, around 1800 people came from this source. Google organic, 511 pages were there. Then net service people came, organic 366. Okay, these are the things that you can do. You can go to content drill down also. Okay, and do the same thing. Then you will understand if you are running any ads on anything, how people are coming. Okay, so if you say paid ads, 2000 people page visits were there from paid. Organic, around 1800 were there. Then again paid visits were there, 1200. Then again organic was there, which was around 18. Google search, people came from search, 512. Smithdesign.in, he referred to our website, so that is there. Again Google organic. Then Pratham was one of the partners in the same. They we referred in that, and that we did. Okay, so those are the things. So you will get all the things. These are the things which are done through UTM links. Okay, if you search UTM links, okay, you will get URL builder. Okay, if you let me just, okay, so these are the kind of UTM links that you will see. So once you go to the mails or anything which you get, you have that UTM source. Okay, so which source are people coming from, what are the things, and those kind of things. So if I search, give me anything that you want to search. SaaS marketing, I think I will have to write SaaS. Okay, and I write marketing. This is the link. Okay, Supermetrics is showing me a link. When I go to that link, you will see UTM source, AdWords. Okay, UTM medium, CPC, cost per click. Okay, then campaign name was search marketing, search remarketing. Okay, so this is the thing which shows up in the analytics at the end of the day. These are the things. This is how people drill down. This is how people retarget people. Okay, so was this interesting? If it was, right, boom. I think a lot of people are sleeping now. Okay. प्रणव didn't get. Okay, अगर नहीं प्रणव समझ आ रहा तो पूछो फिर से, कोई दिक्कत नहीं. So what people do is people write different things in the links so that they can understand how many people landed on that unique link. So like we use Bitly. Okay. Bitly gives you only information of that one link. Okay. But you cannot create multiple Bitlys for the same link. Okay. You cannot create how many people are coming from my mail, how many people are coming from other website. Okay. You can do this with UTM link very easily. So the analytics that you are seeing for Marketing Summit, all the landing pages are same. It is Marketing E-Summit. The same landing page is there. What we are trying to understand is how many people came from NDBI, which is one of the people who is helping us out in making this seminar. Okay, 194 people came. From Pratham, these many people came. All events, these many people came. So people landed on the same page, but now I know which of my partners helped me in getting those people. Okay, understand that. So we do we have to integrate that in our website? No, you can create UTM links on your own. So there are UTM link builders. You go, it is a 10 minutes job. You will understand that, Google search, and then you will get that. Okay. So we will, it is very easy. I just did that here. Okay. In the back side. Okay. This is there. Campaign URL builder, Google Analytics and demo. You will find it there. There are a lot of free tools where you can create UTM links. Okay. You can write your website. Okay. Okay, if one there is a question by Arpita, which is good. If one person uses two links, will it count as one or two? See, links will be counted as two because that same person has used two links, but as a user, he will be counted as one user. Okay, so I think that will be helpful. So let's move on to so this is behavior. Conversions are goal. You have to create your goals, and then you will see. Okay, what are the things? So in net service, we do not have goals. I think I have to again go to Hungryto. Then just giving a small overview. Okay, so these are the goals that we have set. Goal completion goal URLs, reverse goals, and you will set how to if you are working for an e-commerce website, you will understand a lot of things about goals. You will have to do a lot of goal creation in that segment, but I think it is not a thing which is required for everybody. Okay, let us move on to creating these things which are there. Okay, so do you want to start with this? If yes, type yes. Okay, great. I'll just grab water and then we will start. Okay. Everybody write Google Data Studio in the search. Yeah, Pranav, I was doing that only. Google, sorry for the spellings. Data Studio. Okay. So if you see Google Data Studio is one of the best tools which I find to create free dashboards for us. Okay. And if you go to its website, it is a majorly reporting tool. I think my website will directly open Google. Okay. So it is a free dashboard tool. It is for visualization mainly. Okay. And what we can do with Data Studio is we can create different dashboards for whatever needs that we have. So suppose if we say, for example, there are dashboards which are already created. So for real time, we have this dashboard which is created. Okay. So if we can see, okay, this is the thing which is happening. We can also do custom dashboards which are there inside the thing. Okay. But for that, mainly Google Analytics uses now Google Data Studio. Okay. So this is our homepage which we will show. It is also a dashboard in a way. So this is for last 7 days. How many people came? If I change it to last 28 days, I will get that information also here. So this is a dashboard which is created. Okay. How many current users are there? There are a few things here and there and those kind of things. So Google Data Studio gives you a way in which you can create your own dashboards. Okay. I will show you how many dashboards are there. If you go to gallery, okay, you will see there are lot of dashboards which are created. For people who are in marketing, this is like a I push people to use Canva a lot, and then I push people to use Google Data Studio also. See, if you want to create your SEO reports, if you want to create your marketing templates, go and see. You will get a lot of templates. People who are into search can do that. People and there are a lot of things in which you can connect also the data. Google Analytics, YouTube Analytics, Google Ads, everything is there. Okay. And reports can be exported also, Pranav. Yes. Google Analytics acquisition report, which is one different report which is there. Okay. And then we have data different reports for Google. Okay. Ads report is there and those kind of things. And these are all live dashboards. So what happens is whenever I want to show it to anybody, it is live. Okay. So suppose I am in the dashboard currently. I want to show you guys how much increase was there from the last May to last thing. I can just do that easily. Okay. I will go to July. I will write it first and then I will go to, okay, July. I did first. Okay. Boom. I have all the things on this. So major thing is for me, these are the KPIs, major KPIs, because I use the dashboard to create this. Okay. For you, maybe your KPIs would be different. If you are in e-commerce, you will get your sales figure on the top. That will be important. You don't need average session duration at that time. You don't need bounce rate at that time. Maybe goals completion will be your priority. Maybe the thing which I am having in the goal completion here would be your priority. You can create that. Okay. And then you can create dates and everything in that way. So majorly acquisition, everything, we do it from here. We track things from here. Okay. Direct traffic, paid traffic, and this kind of things, referrals and everything comes here. Okay. So I will go to some other month then. I come to March. And I did this. Okay. Everything is coming down in that way. Total sessions and everything. You can see organic, how many people are turning up to the website, from where they are coming. I have created these dashboards. Famous 15 cartoon characters is something which gave us the maximum hits in this lockdown time. Okay. These were the number of sessions. Organic sessions were this much. I can do it from device category and everything. How am I able to create it? Through these things. In the initial days, you can use these dashboards. See, these are the dashboards. How easy is it to use these dashboards? I will show you. All the things are there on the dashboard. You can create dashboards for other things also. So if you go to community, you will see people have created dashboards for Facebook ads also. People have created dashboards for different things. You go explore it, you will understand. Okay. So suppose this is for Wix. Wix.com, somebody has created it. Okay. Then there is data for Rio Olympics, somebody had created. Okay. Then somebody had created integration for Facebook ads. Okay. That was also there. See, this is the Facebook ads thing. Okay. You have to connect your data points into it. That is what I will show you next. Okay. And Data Studio is a very powerful tool, guys. There are other competitors also in market, but as it is for Google, it will try to kill all the competition which is there. Okay. Then there is community visualization. You will see, you will have all kind of graphs. It is all about how you want to use those things. Okay. These are for different things. If you are into those things, you will get to know more. If you get more into data. Okay. So these are the community things which they have created. These are the templates. You can also go and Google search the templates of whatever you want. These are the visualization for DC versus Marvel, all the movies. Okay. Yes, Arpita is asking a very good question, which is, can this be used for websites only or for social media profiles also? Arpita, it can be used for social media profiles also. I will show you how. Okay. So see, these were the revenue which was coming. Avengers earned this much and those kind of things. They have created this dashboard for the same. So it is Marvel versus DC dashboard. Okay. Then there is a chord diagram for Data Studio. So you will see your different kind of things will be there. Facebook ads report can be there. If you can, you will have to connect the data. Okay. They will show how to connect. Then there is another report also. Device wise breakdown is there. Use this template. They have given some things. You can how to use those things. Okay. These are Wix template for those things. Okay, you can use this and then you will understand it better. Okay, you can connect your database also in the same. So Google Analytics, let us create one dashboard so that you understand how we can go forward. Okay, so what I will do is I will explore. Okay, shared with me template gallery. Okay, this is a template gallery. What we will do is which one do we want me to choose? Is there anything that you all will like to see? Okay, e-commerce. E-commerce, I think we don't have a store to connect to e-commerce. Let us go with, see, you can create a blank database also in a way. Okay. So this is a blank database. I can connect all, these are the sources which I can connect. Okay. Understand? Google Analytics, Google Ads, Google Sheets. We can get data from Google Sheets. We can get from Campaign Manager. We can go from display and videos. Okay. Google Ad Manager. We can get it from MySQL also. Okay. From databases directly of your websites. We can get it from YouTube Analytics. We can get it from Search Console. Okay. Then there are partner connections. Okay. So Google My Business connections are also there. Supermetrics is doing some great work. You can go explore their website. And then Adobe Analytics and those kind of things are there. You will get Facebook Analytics also. See Facebook ads. You can connect those through this. So these are type of connectors. Okay. Once you click on them, they will give you, they will ask for access. Okay. Authorize and those kind of things. So suppose I take it for Google Analytics. Okay. Google, where does Google Analytics go? Okay. I already authorized. It will ask me what do I want to do. So I will take it for Hungrito. I will take it for Hungrito, and then I will do it for him. Okay. So now I have connected this data analytics to the dashboard currently. Okay. I think it is done. So now if I want to create a new chart, okay, I will have to see what kind of things I want to add. If I want to add the equation channel, if I want to add mediums, okay, I can do that. New users, the matrix is new users. Okay. I can add clicks and those kind of things. I can change those things. These are the basic things. Okay. You can create your own dashboard if you want to do. I think that will be very difficult in the first place. What I will suggest is go to Google Data Studio. Okay. And search templates. You will come to these templates. Okay. Select a template that you feel is good for you. Okay. What I will do is I found a template which was in marketing, which was good. This analytics overview. Okay. What I will do is after you come here, Arun is asking, can we do it for offline? Yes, we can do for offline data also, Arun. Let it open. What we will do is make a copy of this report or invite people. Okay. Just a second. Okay, we are not able to edit this one. I don't know why. Wow. Is this giving us the option? Let us wait for a second. There are a lot of templates. There are different ways of getting those templates. I don't know why I'm not able to. Here comes the picture for edit and use. Okay. I'm not able to get that picture. Okay, yeah, here is it. I can create a copy of this report. Okay, what I will do is there is a sample data which is there. There's all website data which was which we took Hungrito website data. It is very simple. Just have to check where is the data coming from. Okay, we got 2000 visitors in Hungrito, right? I think it is for net service in a way. The bounce rate and everything is very less. Yeah, it is of net service. The data was of net service which I connected. If you want to do, okay, go to a copy, add a new data source. Okay. When you go to add a new data source, you will get an option, whichever data source you want to. You go to Google Analytics. Okay. I can add whatever I want. So I want to add what to watch, which is not currently very active. I don't know if I have data in that also or not, but I will push on connect. Okay. And then these are all the fields. Add to report. Okay. I create a copy. Then I get things for, just a second, it will load in a minute. Okay. So this is for what to watch. We hardly get any visitors there. So get set binge, watch Sanju online movie now. These are the main popular things which are getting us here. Okay. Then there is a lot of other things. I can go change analytics, Google Analytics, behaviors, overview for what to Simple. Most of the things that you will be seeing, you might be able to change that very easily. Okay, you can change the title. It is a drag and drop tool. Okay, but you will have to play around. That is the whole thing. I will suggest you to use dashboards in the beginning, which are already created like this, and you can use the dashboards. You have to just click here, make a copy of the report, and you will get that. Okay, see the way the thing is coming. You're not able to get it that way, but yeah, those are the things which are there. You can easily set that. Okay, so I think I will like to end it here. Any doubts, any more questions that I can answer, I will be happy to answer. Was this helpful? If yes, comment yes. I forgot to get the survey today. Sorry for that. I just was able to add one thing. Okay, I think a lot of people found value. Okay, thanks is something is a question. Okay. Is it okay to tell about backlinks, how to target? Sai Kiran, are you asking for targeting backlinks? I think mobile number I won't be able to share. You can search Sahil Shah 0801 everywhere. Just a second. Let me just go to my. So this is my major slide which is there. तो समस्या क्या है आप लोगों का? If you have any questions, you can ask now. And these are my contact details. So Sahil Shah @netservice is something that you can ping or come to Sahil Shah 0801 on all the channels. I am there at Sahil Shah 0801. I will prefer you to use LinkedIn if you want to connect with me. Instagram is also okay. I do not follow back people now, but yeah, you can connect me there. Both the platforms. Facebook is something which I hardly use. Okay. Let us come to questions now. Sai Kiran is asking, is it okay to tell about backlinks? Sai Kiran, backlinks can be another topic. Today it will be very difficult. Where can I learn about making websites or WordPress on website? Okay, WordPress websites. You can go to YouTube. You type learn creating WordPress. You will able to do that. YouTube is a very good tool. Okay. Yes, Jyoti Prakash, Google Analytics is completely free. No charge. Okay. Can we add CSV file or any other custom file for analytics in Google Analytics? Yes, you can. I showed you, you can connect a lot of things there. Okay, in Google Analytics. So how to create report in Data Studio? Tanya, I showed you that. I think Power BI versus Data Studio, which is best according to you? It Milky Patel, it comes to my company already going at it, but I don't know how more. So I want to call you once. Okay, Manish, just a second. Okay. So Milky, I think Power BI is a good tool, but for Data Studio, I think the connections which Data Studio gives are very low. Then there is Zoho Analytics also, which you can use to create dashboards. Then there are, I think, 2-3 more dashboard creators are there for visualization. They are also nice. You can try them. It is up to you which tool do you like. So there are a lot of things in a way that sometimes people like to drive Varna, or some people like to drive i10. So then it is up to person who is trying to drive that. Okay, in that way. How do I save the dashboard? So if you connect them and then it will be saved. Let me just show you again. कहाँ गया ये रहा? No, this is not there. So once this is there, it is saved. It is a copy which is there in your database. So if I go back. Okay, all my recent reports will come here. You see, all the copies are here, untitled and these all things. You will get all the information here. Okay. Can you link Google Forms responses? Yes, Chetan, you can do that. Okay. To create dashboards? Yes, Chetan, that can be done. How to make WordPress website secure? I think it is a very wide question, but you can always use SSL certificate to make your website secure in that way. Other thing is do not add a lot of plugins, because plugins make the website vulnerable. Okay. Templates integrate in Angular. Aditya, templates are integrated in Angular. I'm not able to understand the question. Can you type it again? Or if you are still around, I can get you in. Aditya, you are allowed to talk.
क्या सर टेम्पलेट को इंटीग्रेट कर सकते हैं एंगुलर में?
हाँ, गूगल एनालिटिक्स का जो टेम्पलेट है ना, उसका आप लोग कहीं पे भी वो डाल सकते हो. जैसे हमने वेबसाइट पे डाल रखा था. ये जो एनालिटिक्स का टेम्पलेट है ना,
Okay.
गूगल का, हमने जो अभी आपको बताया ये वाला, ये
Okay.
टेम्पलेट, तो वो हमने हमारी वेबसाइट पे भी डाल रखा था वैसा.
Okay.
वहाँ से भी दिख सकता है आपको, कोई दिक्कत नहीं.
Okay.
ओके,
Thank you, sir.
वेलकम. ओके, great. So Google Analytics provide API service. Yes, Kevin, they do. Can you suggest which is the best website hosting service I can opt for with my startup regarding features, custom speed, etc.? I want to go for shared hosting. Pranay, for if you are a startup and you don't want to spend a lot in the initial days, go to Wix.com. Wix.com hosts website on 30 rupees a month. You can start with that around for 2-3 months and see if people are coming up to one website and those kind of things. They have a lot of free features also. So if you create a website on WordPress, you will have to host it on GoDaddy or one of the things. You will have to buy a domain in that way, and it will be very tiresome for you. So if you are alone who is doing all those things, I think Wix is something that you can use. Okay. I think there were around 30 odd questions and we have answered all of them. I will now like to have Jigar. Jigar, can you please take over?
Yeah, hi, sir.
Yeah, it's already 12:30. So we finished on time.
This is great that we finished on time after taking so much of questions. Do we have any questions from the audience?
No, currently we are done with the questions.
Great. This was really great, Sahil, and like the series of three workshops that we tried, and it was really new format for us also to try and out, but really turned out very successful, and there was a lot of learning to the entrepreneurs and the startups. They can definitely integrate this to their startup and can be helped. So even you have opened up all your contacts, maybe whenever they want to get back to you for any of the questions or queries. So it is good. So I guess thank you so much, Sahil, for all the efforts that you've put in, because I know this takes a lot of effort to create this website, to create this presentation, to have more deep, in-depth, the data and all, and then to explain this, because talking for 1.5, like 90 minutes is too much for anyone to explain, and also answering the questions at the same point of time. So thank you so much, Sahil, for being the speaker for all the 3 series, and I think from the side of NDBI, and would welcome you all maybe to NDBI anytime if you are in Ahmedabad and already in Ahmedabad. And Sahil, we can do some more workshops in person when the things get back to normal, and that's when we can learn more things. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you everybody for joining in. It was a great time to have you here. Okay, thanks a lot. Thank you everybody.
Thank you.